The Falcons' playoff hopes are alive. They somehow, someway beat the Saints 2017 in one of the most entertaining and crazy games of the season. Both quarterbacks, two of the best in the NFL, committed, what were you thinking, interceptions. Both coaches, both with NFC championships, made, what were you thinking, decisions in the final 2 minutes. The Saints fell to 94, now only a half game ahead of the Panthers 84 and 1 game in front of the Falcons 85. Atlanta has won 4 of its last 5, while New Orleans has lost 2 of its past 3. The final 2 minutes of the first half and the final 2 minutes of second half were stunning. At the end of the first half, Matt Ryan tried to hit Julio Jones on a pass from the Saints' 42, and Marshawn Lattimore picked it. The rookie corner nearly had a pick six, but Jones made the tackle, after a 33-yard return to the Atlanta 29. With 4 seconds remaining, the Saints immediately lined up for a field goal. Will Lutz's 47-yard field goal was good, but Josh Larabius was flagged for an illegal formation. The Saints guard lined up too far behind the line of scrimmage. Because time ran out, the teams headed to the locker room tied 10-10. Saints coach Sean Payton gave officials an earful as they left the field. The final 2 minutes of the second half might have been nuttier, if that's possible. The Saints, trailing by 3 points, reached the Atlanta 24 at the 12-minute warning. Drew Brees threw an incompletion on 3rd and done, and Falcons coach Dan Quinn inexplicably declined a holding penalty on Ryan Ramczyk. Instead of 3rd and 11 from the Atlanta 34, the Saints faced 4th and done from the Atlanta 24 and Brees easily picked up the first down on a quarterback sneak. The Saints got to the Atlanta 11, with Ted Ginn holding onto an 11-yard pass after being rocked by Ricardo Allen, before Brees tried to force a pass into Josh Hill, who was tightly covered in the end zone. Deion Jones intercepted it. On second down, with 121 remaining, Devonta Freeman fumbled on a hit by Michael Mauti. The ball sat on the turf for what seemed like forever before guard Wes Schweitzer covered it. Payton, frustrated by officials not immediately recognizing his signal for a timeout, ran onto the field and was penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. It allowed the Falcons to line up in victory formation. Here are 5 more things we learned during Thursday Night Football. 1. Ryan will not repeat as MVP. Ryan won the award last season by throwing 38 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions, with a league-leading 117.1 passer rating. He never threw more than 1 interception in a game in 2016. On Thursday, Ryan had his second 3-interception game of this season. He threw 3 picks in a 4-attempt stretch with Lattimore, Marcus Williams, and Chris Banjo picking him. Ryan's first pass of the second half was just bad luck as tight end Austin Hooper bobbled the pass and it landed in Banjo's arms. But Ryan forced passes to Jones on the interceptions by Lattimore and Williams, with Williams' pick in the end zone ending a scoring chance from the New Orleans 9. Ryan now has thrown 11 interceptions this season. He finished 15 of 27 for 221 yards with 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. 2. The Saints missed Alvin Kamara. The rookie running back has become a big part of their offense, entering the game with 606 rushing yards and 614 receiving yards and 11 total touchdowns. But he was injured on the 8th play from scrimmage, taking a helmet-to-helmet hit from Deion Jones. Kamara went into concussion protocol and did not return. That left Mark Ingram to carry the load, and he was playing with a toe injury. Ingram, who entered with 922 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns this season, gained 49 yards on 12 carries and caught 4 passes for 43 yards. Kamara would have made a difference. He was one of several Saints players who left the game with injuries. Guard Senio Kelamet concussion was among those who didn't return. 3. This is not Rob Ryan's defense. New Orleans has not finished higher than 27th in total defense or 28th in scoring defense in 3 seasons. It entered Thursday's game ranked 13th in total defense and 9th in scoring defense. The Saints would have liked their chances had you told defensive coordinator Dennis Allen and Payton that they would hold the Falcons to 20 points, Julio Jones to less than 100 yards and have 3 interceptions of Ryan. The only negative for the New Orleans defense is it gave Atlanta 9 first downs on penalties. The Falcons had 6 rushing first downs and 11 passing first downs. 4. The Falcons need to ride Freeman. Freeman, who missed most of one game and 2 full games with a concussion, returned Sunday to rush for 74 yards on 12 carries in the loss to the Vikings. He had 24 carries for 91 yards and a touchdown against the Saints. Atlanta, though, seems to forget about him for stretches in games. Remember the Super Bowl? Freeman had only 5 rushes for 4 yards in the second half and overtime as the Patriots rallied. 5. The NFC South is the best. The Saints, Panthers and Falcons all deserve to make the playoffs. They are 3 good teams with 3 good quarterbacks, and they have combined to win 3 of the past 8 NFC championships, including the last 2. The Saints won the Super Bowl to end the 2009 season. The Panthers lost in the Super Bowl to end the 2015 season, and well, you know what the Falcons did last February. The 4 NFC South teams are 2,921, including the combined 2,513 record of the top 3 teams. Any of the 3 could win the division, so it's going to be a race to the finish. The Falcons and Saints play again in 2 weeks, and the Falcons and Panthers close out the season in Atlanta. Dec. 31. The Saints and Panthers already have played twice, with New Orleans sweeping the season series.